We're here today with Professor Scott Muller from the M&A Research Centre at Cas Business School to discuss the book that he's co-authored, Why Deals Fail and How to Rescue Them. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you.
Scott, readers might be surprised that price and value is not one of the big mistakes that you highlight in the book. Why is this?
First off, price and value is one of the things that the practitioners of deals, the deal makers, do focus on. It's something that their boards will require them to look at. Investors certainly will require them to look at it. So it gets a lot of attention in the middle of a deal. So we didn't feel that it was something that we needed to provide a lot of focus on in our book because it is one of those things that people will look at naturally anyway. That said, it's also, secondly, one of the easiest things to recover from. It's very difficult to recover from the big three items that we've discussed in the book. Price is one of those things that you can recover from by identifying additional areas for synergies, additional areas for cost savings, renegotiating on the price after the deal if that's possible. So there are many ways to recover from a price problem. It's much more difficult to recover from, for example, people issues.
Scott, would you particularly highlight one of the big three issues as more important than the others?
We, Anna, Michelle, and I, when we discussed how we were going to focus on the book, talked about whether, in fact, one of these was more important than the other. And we together did decide that all three of these were equally important, that all three of them flow throughout the deal and after the deal, of course, is completed. So, no, I wouldn't say that any one of these was more important than the other.
So, Scott, tell me, is the right answer sometimes to walk away from a deal?
The simple answer is yes. There are many deals that the deal maker should have walked away from. And I think if you ask the CEOs who did the 50% of deals that we've identified that have not provided value to shareholders and to other stakeholders, yes, those deals should have been deals that never proceeded through to closing. That said, there may be other reasons than, for example, shareholder value to complete a deal. So in some cases, those deals should go through even if that one particular metric, for example, isn't followed. But very definitely throughout a deal, and we talk about this in the book, there should be places within the deal process that allows for withdrawing from the deal if in fact the deal no longer makes sense.